Good morning, Emerson. Today is Thursday, April 24th, and after 20 amazing episodes, it's time to say goodbye. This is our semester finale, but stay tuned because we're going out with a bang.
And later, Lloyd Mallison is showing us how to make the most of the nice weather we've been having lately. Hopefully, it will stick around.
Good morning, Emerson. I'm Mike Canalupo.
And I'm Brittany Gervais. Welcome to our 1-hour season finale of Good Morning Emerson.
You know, we usually say that our shows are going to be great, but this one is actually jam-packed. We have so many people in studio right now, I don't know what to do with myself. We're actually going to look back at our semester today and see all the greatest moments that we've kind of had together.
Because you know we're a goofy cast.
We've
had a couple
done some great
moments.
things. That's going to be great to look over at.
We're also going to have Amy Allen in studio to perform her song. She is a local singer-songwriter here in Boston, and she has a beautiful voice.
Yeah, and look at that video, too. It's super professional. She sounds amazing. She does some covers of Lord. We were listening to her before.
She sounds exactly like her.
Awesome. And then we also have Joe Creedon in studio, who is a playwright who has actually written a musical based off of the Westboro Baptist Church. Think a little bit like the Book of Mormon.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a twist, but it's also a very funny idea. I love it.
What an awesome idea. But let's talk about, we didn't have a show on Tuesday, so we didn't get to talk about our experiences with the Boston Marathon.
But this is exactly what it means to be Boston Strong. You know, we had a couple people from Emerson running in the marathon Monday, and that day was full of celebration and heartwarming stories. Our own Emily Engelhart was actually in this year's race, as well as Emerson alumni Lauren Cortizo.
And then we also had Logan Reaver, who filled in for sports at one point. And then we also had Christian Bergen-Aragon, who is an RA here at Emerson. A lot of people, you know, we say Emerson's not an athletic place. Look at all these athletic runners.
Exactly.
Every time I think about 26.2 miles, like I run a mile and a half and I'm almost dead every single time I run.
I can't even imagine doing that. And yet we have all of these students from Emerson, you know, pushing it forward and doing this for their city.
And more runners since the 80s came out. You know, most runners since the 80s came out for this Boston Marathon. It was something special. But there's some big heartwarming stories that went on.
There was a runner who collapsed at mile 26, and actually 4 other runners stopped to carry him across the finish line.
Yeah.
They sacrificed their own times and their own strength in order to get this man across the finish line.
Take a look at this video. That is amazing. 0.2 miles to go. Think about these 4 people, how tired they must have been. They just ran 26 miles, and yet they still pick up this guy. I know you're tearing up a little bit.
It's heartwarming to see this because, you know, to see people sacrifice their own run in such a historic year in order to carry this guy across the finish line. Yeah. There are also heartwarming stories like 65-year-old Jim Wagner and his son, Colby Wagner, pushed his 8-year-old son across the finish line.
Yeah, they've actually kind of made a name for themselves in the day. I know there are other people who have done things like this, but Kobe is only really happy when he's running with his dad. So when they cross the finish line, that is one sight to see.
Right. Now, Kobe has a physical and mental disability, so he's not able to run himself, but his father has always carried him across marathon finish lines. He's always, you know, taken him on his runs, and it's the only thing he really gets excited about. So it's such a heartwarming story to see this kind of love and dedication during the Boston Marathon.
Now, I'll be honest, I looked at marathon training schedules to see like how maybe I could do it for a novice, starting off at 1.5 miles, then going to 3, then 1.5. Would you ever run a marathon?
I'd consider it. I would probably fail, but I would try. Yeah,
considering it is nice, right?
Yeah.
Like, but then you think at like week 10, you're running 15 miles, and I just have no idea how I would ever be able to do anything like that.
Let's stick with 1 or 2. Let's stick with 1 or 2.
Now,
we're not going to
you went to the marathon this year, right? I was still in New York. I was very disappointed that I wasn't able to actually go to the marathon, but I know you were right up there personal.
It was an experience. Yeah. I have never been so inspired in my entire life. Just seeing all these runners, you know, show such dedication. I am going to be back next year for sure.
Were you right near the finish line?
Absolutely.
How was the energy?
The atmosphere was amazing. It was so, you know, everyone was loving, and it was such a big moment for the city. I'm so excited.
All right. Now, an Emerson legend is coming back to campus. I'm not going to ruin the surprise, but Brianna Baxter has more on the story. I know your name, I swear.
Good morning. I hope you do, Mike. I've been here a while. We begin today's local news with an exciting announcement for Emerson students. This year's commencement speaker will be Jay Leno. The former late-night host is an Emerson alumni from the class of 1973. The recently retired host will be returning to his roots to give the class of 2014 its send-off into the real world. And another influential voice will be in attendance. NPR's Weekend Edition host, Scott Simon, will be giving the graduate address. Both will receive honorary doctorates. Other honorees will be Don Lemon, anchor of CNN Newsroom, and Catherine D'Amato, the president and CEO of the Greater Boston Food Bank. This year's commencement is at Boston University's Agganis Arena on May 11th at 10 a.m. About 900 bachelor's degrees and over 300 master's degrees will be awarded. If you do not have a ticket to commencement or aren't graduating like I am, you can watch it on Emerson's live stream. And it was a huge story out of Boston. A back bay brownstone went up in flames and killed 2 firefighters. Now, with more details on how it started and why, the owner of the building has decided to file a civil lawsuit against a welding company. The Winfield fire quickly engulfed 298 Beacon Street, trapping 2 firefighters in the basement. The defendants, Oliver Realty, filed a civil lawsuit alleging negligence by D&J Ironworks and Giuseppe Falcone, a welding company from Malden and the company's owner. Officials believe sparks from the welding workers next door started the fire. A court date has not been scheduled, and the judge is waiting for the defense to reply. And the 118th Boston Marathon was special for many reasons. First, it was a mark of strength for the city of Boston after last year's bombings changed the city and the marathon forever. And it was also a special day for America as a whole. An American man won the marathon for the first time since 1983. Mev Keflezighi crossed the finish line with an official time of 2 hours, 8 minutes, and 37 seconds. The Obama administration sent its congrats from the White House. In total, it's estimated that 36,000 people participated in the race. Runners faced an emotional and physical journey, but this year it was safe once again. That's all the news I have for now. Back to Brittany and Mike.
Thank you so much, Bree. Now, how do you feel about the school inviting Jay Leno to speak finally?
It's about time.
Right.
I know. I'm pretty sure that I willed this into being the minute that he retired, because I was like, what better does he, what else does he have to do now than to come back to Emerson?
Exactly.
We all thought he hated Emerson, but apparently he doesn't.
He likes us still.
Now, after a hiatus that felt longer than this year's winter, the beautiful, talented, and all-around perfect Madeline Avery is back in studio one final time to give us our weather forecast. Maddie, take it away.
Mike, I think that's the nicest thing you've ever said to me. Hi, Mike and Brittany. Hi, everyone. Well, this semester has been a tough one for weather. We've seen snow, freezing cold, rain, and a little bit of sunshine. Most of the time, I had to be the bearer of bad news, but today, finally, I can say we have nice weather in the forecast. Today will be 58 degrees and sunny. It'll be pleasant, but also windy. The wind speeds should reach about 25 miles per hour today. And tonight will be clear, but the temperature is going to drop down to around 39 degrees tonight. And the start of the weekend tomorrow will be beautiful with a high of 60 degrees and partly cloudy. And the best part is we won't see any rain tomorrow. Our 5-day forecast is showing some warmth and some rain for the weekend. Saturday, we have a high of 60 with a chance of some rain showers. Sunday will be mostly sunny with a high of 58. And Monday will start the week off at 55 degrees and partly cloudy. Well, it has been a pleasure doing the weather this semester for all of you. Back to you, Brittany and Mike.
Thank you so much, Madeline. You have been fantastic.
It's been a pleasure.
Now, we're joined right now by Joe Creedon this morning. Now, he is a comedian who took an interesting twist on a musical.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about what your musical idea is all about.
Well, the show's called God Hates Musicals, and it's a musical parody.
Perfect, right there.
Yeah.
You don't even need to say anymore.
Right, yeah, but it's a musical parody of the Westboro Baptist Church.
Oh, awesome. So how did you come up with this idea? What were your inspirations?
Yeah, well, I had the idea actually almost exactly a year ago.
Okay.
It was right after last year's bombing.
Absolutely.
When they said they were going to come and protest the funerals of the victims, and I got really angry about that because
Like most of Boston.
Like most of Boston, and that's exactly the reaction that they wanted.
Right.
And then the idea came to me, and I started laughing, and I wasn't angry anymore.
It's just so interesting how you can turn anger into laughter.
Yeah, they always say tragedy creates comedy, so you were able to take that. Did you have any like cool song names or something? I know, like, I'm thinking Book of Mormon over here.
Yeah.
And they have some really interesting song names. So
I'll give you one song name.
Okay.
We've got a song called "Get Gay for God."
It's beautiful. That's
God.
perfect. That's
Yeah.
Oh
perfect.
man. So I know you're working on another show also. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah. I'm also producing a show for Fine Line Comedy.
Okay.
We're the first and second Wednesdays of every month at Bella Luna Cafe in Jamaica Plain.
Right.
And it's a great way to keep alternative comedy alive in Boston.
Now, your Westboro Baptist Church musical
Yeah.
is still in production. But
Yes.
when should we expect it on stage? When can I check this out? Because I need to check this out.
Yeah, I hope so. We'll be going up. We plan on going up at the end of the summer or in early fall.
Awesome.
Are you afraid of backlash at
Yeah,
all?
right?
Because that's something that we have to ask. Obviously,
Yeah.
the Westboro Baptist Church is an extremist group. So are you afraid about any backlash?
We had a little bit of press a couple weeks ago, and they already mentioned it on their Twitter feed. We'll see what they
The
have to say.
Westboro Baptist Church tweeted about you guys?
Yes, yeah.
Wow.
Wow. So you
so-
know you're going to know him.
Yeah, and they might be tweeting about you guys in a couple hours. so who knows?
imagine.
Let's bring it on.
Awesome. You could, like, in studio, all of a sudden, people are going to be picketing. Like, God hates
Down
Jimmy.
with Mike and Brittany.
Joe, thank you so much for being on the show.
Thanks for having me, guys. It was super fun.
Now, the Boston Marathon was definitely an emotional day for this city. Bianca Bona will recap the winners of the 2014 Boston Marathon.
Good morning. It is arguably the most exciting time in all of sports, playoff hockey. And our Boston Bruins might be the best team in the league, and they're only getting better. They are underway in an intense series against the Detroit Red Wings. Despite losing the first game to Detroit, they now lead the series 2-1, and Game 4 is tonight. Bruins goalie Tuukka Rask is playing better than ever, seriously, statistically better than he has ever played. He stopped 80 of 82 shots on goal, and the Red Wings are running out of steam. Check that game out tonight at 8 o'clock. What do Jacoby Ellsbury, Ray Allen, and Johnny Damon all have in common? They're all traitors. This next story pains me to talk about. Boston's once-loved leadoff batter Jacoby Ellsbury made his return to Fenway Park on Tuesday night wearing the wrong jersey. Ellsbury, now a part of the Yankees, was booed by almost every person sitting in the ballpark in the top of the first inning, and he responded by ripping a single to center field. In the top of the second, the Red Sox honored Ellsbury and his impressive career in Boston, and fans made peace and applauded him. He finished with 2 hits and 2 RBIs, and the Yankees took the game 9-3. In other baseball news, history was made this week. Albert Pujols hit his 500th home run in a hurry. Not only did he get his 500th homer on Tuesday against the Nationals, but he also hit his 499th. Pujols became the first player in history to hit both in the same game. He just turned 34 years old and also became the 30th youngest player to reach this milestone. Pujols was emotional as he rounded the bases and was greeted by his entire Angels team. He is the 26th player in Major League Baseball to join the 500 club. We are just 2 weeks away from the NFL draft, and next season's schedule is official. The New England Patriots will open up their season in Miami against their division rivals, the Dolphins. Their home opener is 3 weeks in against the Oakland Raiders. But the game everyone is looking forward to, the Broncos rematch, will be on November 2nd. The Pats will close out the season against the Buffalo Bills at Gillette. That is really all the time I have in sports today. For the last time, let's send it back to the couch.
Bianca, you can't leave.
I know.
First off, the Patriots versus the Dolphins week 1. We all know who's going to win. Miami Dolphins, #1.
Oh,
okay, anyway, but come on, Pineda. Come on, man. 2 weeks ago, you get caught for pine tar, and then you get ejected for last night's game. Is it right for him to be ejected? And do you think he should even be suspended for this?
Yeah, honestly, it was ridiculous. I was pretty shocked when I saw that he had it, and he had moved it from his wrist to his neck like he was trying to hide it. But the fact that he did it just a couple weeks ago against the Boston Red Sox, and there was so much publicity about it, and then he has the nerve to try it again against the Boston Red Sox at Fenway Park. John Farrell was not going to let that happen twice.
What are you doing?
Yeah, unbelievable.
Now, going back to my favorite sport, hockey. How
Canada.
far? Canada. How far do you think the Bruins will go this year?
You know, I'm not just saying this because we are here in Boston, but they're going to go all the way. They are constantly gaining steam against the Detroit Red Wings right now. And Brittany, I'm not sure if you're a fan of the Montreal Canadiens, but they are waiting very patiently to face the Boston Bruins. And while I think that's going to be a pretty tough series, I think Boston can take them, and they're going all the way to the Stanley Cup.
If it's a choice between the Canadiens and the Bruins, go Bruins. Seriously.
Okay.
Now we're going to turn it on over to our DIY expert, Emily Grossberg, who will be showing Brianna Baxter and Madeline Avery how to make some gorgeous flower headbands. So you better make me one.
And me too, please.
Now, Coachella was a couple of weeks ago, but there are plenty of music festivals coming up where flower headbands are pretty appropriate. And if you're not seen wearing one, you're kind of lame. Am I right?
It's true.
Very true. What? Sorry?
This is a nice array of flowers. Did you pick these?
Oh, yeah, from the plastic bush in my plastic
they're nice.
garden. Because I can't garden for anything.
Yeah.
I'll just kill everything in sight. So you have to use plastic ones, of course. No, I know, I'm just the worst with plants. But this is like probably the easiest thing you could possibly make. So instead of spending $20 on buying a flower headband, you can spend 5 to 10 by making your own. So why don't we get started? All you have to do is buy a couple of bouquets of fake flowers, or you can use real ones, but you know they'll probably shrivel up. But these are really fun because all you have to do is pick off the top of the flower, like this, and you can see that there's like a little hole here. So you just grab your wire, and you can string the flower through the hole.
Okay.
And it makes these giant full.
I failed every arts and crafts thing I've ever done, so just bear with me as I try to do this.
Stop. So right. Okay,
Yeah, you want to have enough room at the ends right here so you can tie it in the back. So I'm going to take off my headband so you can see just kind of in the back right here. You can see it just ties into a crown. I have a really huge head, so
You just pick these.
you have to.
Oh no, I started backwards.
Yep, I did it backwards.
And you should just leave a couple of pairs, like a little bit of room so you can tie it in the back and tie it at the end.
Like
All
this
you
much
need
room?
are a wire, pair of scissors, and a bouquet of fake flowers. Yep, not that much room so you can tie it together.
All right.
And you know, there's a lot of spring sales going on, so you don't have to spend a ton of money to make these. You know, I think we spent about $10 maybe total for this arts and crafts.
Well, that's and you're making more than one, so.
Yeah, exactly. You can buy all this wire. It's a ton. You just wrap it around a pen so you can keep it neat. Super easy, super fun. And you just unwind it like this. And so, although I have a very difficult time keeping it straight.
Yeah, so, wait a second. Wait. So where do I get that wire at? So you get that.
You can get it at
Mom,
any hardware store.
doing it.
Wow.
I know, that's how I felt when I started doing arts and crafts. I'm like,
I think the hardest.
everything I did when I was a kid, I can do now.
I think the hardest part is not putting the flower on backwards. I just keep.
Yeah, you could do it any kind of way, though. You know, instead of making it super full, it's okay if you put them on backwards because it will make it like
That's
this
true.
big bushy headband.
Right.
You've got a point.
Yours looks great. I love that. I
yours
like
is
the pink and the
so.
purple. It's awesome.
I feel like super zen and
Yes.
peaceful, you know. So,
right.
yeah, like I said, all you
We're
gotta do
gonna
is just
be
pluck
here a
these
while.
flowers. And you need about like 20 to 30 flowers total, and I can't pick this one for some reason.
I was
It
gonna
doesn't
say,
want to
this
go.
is-
This is difficult.
So how do you think this will look instead of a cap for graduation?
All right, well, guys, this was great. I'm going to keep working on this, and it's going to take me a long time. But we're going to send it back over to Brittany and Mike.
Thanks
Thank
a
you
lot,
so
guys.
much,
That was so
guys.
much fun to watch.
I want to do that. Now we're joined now by Skype by Amy Davidson, who is an Emerson grad and is the casting director for
Bunim-Murray.
Bunim-Murray.
Amy, could you hear us?
Are you there?
I can. Hi. how are you?
Awesome. How are you?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Good.
Thank you so
morning.
much for being on the show. Now, I know you work in casting, and a lot of Emerson students want to get involved with the acting world. So what advice would you give to people who are going out and auditioning for roles?
I mean, it's probably the same as all of your teachers are going to tell you. It's just like have a lot of persistence, make sure you go in there and like you deliver an honest performance. People can read right through you. So just be honest and don't give up, because eventually something will click and you'll be right for something.
Very cool. Can you tell us a little bit more about Bunim-Murray as a company?
Sure, yeah. I mean, it's a reality-based television company. They started in the early 90s, and they do mostly like docu-style reality TV. Their first main thing was The Real World, which started in 1992. And now they have a ton of programming. They do Keeping Up with the Kardashians and Bad Girls Club. So it's a pretty diverse group of programming.
So you mentioned the Kardashians and stuff, but have you what shows have you casted for so far?
I started on a show for CBS called The Job, which was it was only on for 2 episodes. It was a very strange show where people like competed for jobs at companies. And then I worked on America's Next Top Model,
Ooh.
And then
Stop,
I've
that's
been
pretty
on-
big.
Here I am. Look
Yeah.
no further.
Stop it. Stop it.
Yeah, I did the first season when they did guys and girls, so
Oh.
it was pretty exciting.
Awesome.
Now, do you have any crazy red carpet stories? I want to hear all about
Yeah,
that.
I know that that's a side job of yours, right? Or you
It
work during
is,
award
yeah.
season? Yeah.
Yeah, this last year I worked for E for all of their red carpet events. I mean, the craziest thing that happened for us this year was the red carpet flooding at the Golden Globes, like half an hour before celebrities were supposed to arrive. Somebody had, like, their light hit a fire sprinkler and it flooded the entire carpet. And so it was just like sheer panic because everyone's in long dresses that would have been completely destroyed if the carpet had been wet. So,
Oh my God, it's hilarious.
yeah.
So you working in both the producing and casting sides of things, which one do you enjoy more?
I think at the moment I'm leaning a little towards the producing side. You get to see
Right.
the results of your work a little bit faster. Casting is a lot of work to get a very small end result. It's great once the show airs and you're like, awesome, look at these people that we found that are making the show such a hit. But producing is a little more rewarding as it goes. So
Perfect.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for being on the show.
absolutely, thank you guys.
Now, it's the end of GME, which means it's the end of semester, which means it's time to start studying. But Lloyd Mallison is showing us some places where you could put down the books and let in some sunshine. Take a look.
I don't like it out here. It's cold. You know, it's not cold. The studio. But at some point, the sun might shine again, and when it does, the people of Boston are going to flood the streets like we've just won a World Series or something, and all hail the sun god. And when you do, you're going to want to know some places to run to. So here we have compiled the best places to spend your sunny days in Boston. The public garden is literally across the street from the common, but knowing how alternative our primary audience of this show likes to be, I figured you might appreciate this park better. With a big pond in the middle, or is it a small lake? I don't even know. You can take a swan boat out on it, with grass to lounge around on and a bridge to be serenaded on. This place is the favourite of many other Boston schools, so why not see what all the fuss is about? Ah, the Esplanade, the scene of runners running, of children playing, and mobsters dumping bodies. Take a walk or a stroll along the bank, relax on the dock, or even take a dip in the Charles. Obviously I'll wait until it warms up a little bit, but I did, and I only grew 2 extra toes as a result, and they're perfectly functional, thank you very much. And of course, you can't come here without Instagramming a quick picture of the view. Whether you prefer to spend your money on espresso or clothes, Newbury Street is the place for you. The most fashionable street in Boston boasts an impressive array of stores from high-end designers to more wallet-friendly options. But, you know, on a sunny day, spend a bit of money on yourself. Go on, treat yourself. You didn't think we'd forget this place, did you? The Common. Because sometimes following the crowd is fun. That's right, Emerson. Sometimes being mainstream is fun. Who knew? The Common is the place to come on warm, sunny days, whether it's playing a game of frisbee, a game of pick up something, or just lazing around this hill, listening to music with a questionable aroma in the air. Earl Sandwich has a store here, concerts are played here. What else do you need? Well, sunshine. But until then, Lloyd Mallison, back to you guys in the studio.
Leave it to Lloyd to show us summer destinations when there is not a single sun, like there's no sun in the sky whatsoever.
Lloyd, you are my hero.
Oh man, what a great guy.
Now,
What a
if
great guy.
you're not much of an outdoorsy person, you can always spend your summer indoors at a movie theater because
Yes.
there are a lot of movies
Summer
coming
movies are all crazy this year, so let's talk a little bit about.
out. What movie you most looking
Okay,
forward to?
for me, it's 22 Jump Street because 21 Jump Street was amazing, and it was Channing Tatum and Jonah Hill going to high school undercover, but this time they're going to college. And not only are they going to college, they're going to spring break undercover. If you think that 21 Jump Street was crazy, just think about all the crazy things that could happen while on spring break for these guys.
It just seems like a fun movie to make in general.
Yeah.
You know, like I'd like to be on that movie.
Which one are you most excited about?
Godzilla. I don't know if any of you have heard about this movie yet, but Bryan Cranston's in it, so
Anything
check
with Bryan,
it out.
Yeah, it's a giant monster with Bryan Cranston.
Basically,
what
you know,
could be better?
I'm a fan of Bryan Cranston. I'm a fan of CGI monsters wrecking things. So this is basically my movie. I'm so excited for this. I watched the trailer at least 10 times.
You know, there are a bunch of great movies coming out, but then there are also a few of them that we're not so excited about. I think we both have the same idea as to what movie we're least excited about.
There's this movie called The Hercules, and it's starring The Rock.
Yeah, The Rock as Hercules, and then we watched the trailer yesterday, and oh my God, we couldn't stop laughing because there was this big narrative voice saying, "Who are you? Who are you?" for a minute, and then all of a sudden The Rock just comes on and says, "I am Hercules."
Now, I get that The Rock is ripped. I get that he's like probably as big as Hercules was in mythical legends.
Right.
But you should never put The Rock in a movie, okay? Don't do that. Don't do that.
Stick to the WWE, but also don't mess with Hercules. What an awesome animated movie that was. You don't mess with Hercules, please.
There are no words. But you know what? This is also the summer of sequels. There have been a bunch of sequels in theaters, like How to Train Your Dragon 2.
Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. There's another one coming out. Spider-Man
2. Definitely a lot to look forward to if you guys are a fan of those sequels.
Yeah, awesome. Now, after 2 semesters of snarky, sassy, rage-filled news giving, not much has changed. 40 episodes later, Christian Mudrick is still somehow talking about Miley Cyrus.
Why?
For one last time this semester. Take it away, Rockstar.
Thanks, Mike. Sorry I'm not as perfect and talented as Madeline Avery. 10 years after the release of the cult classic Mean Girls, actor David Franzese embraced his true identity in a coming-out letter to his character Damien. Franzese released the letter to the public revealing secrets about his past, including his trouble with being cast after Damien, and how proud he was at how much of an inspiration Damien grew to be. Franzese attributes his own confidence and bravado to Damien, who taught him to be resilient and to embrace who he is. David wrapped up his letter by announcing his role as the celebrity grand marshal in the Portland Pride Parade this summer. Speaking of cult classics, when dude looks like a lady, she's back. Euphigenia Doubtfire is back. That's right, put your latex old lady masks and fat suits back on, because a Miss Doubtfire sequel is going to hit theaters. Robin Williams announced that he will be starring in this new project alongside most of the old casting crew, including Oscar-robbed Sally Field and director Chris Columbus. The project welcomes newcomer David Barenbaum, the writer of Elf, so hopefully we can expect a great turnout from this movie. This news comes in the midst of a few other 80s and 90s remakes like The Goonies 2 and Gremlins 2. Original creator of the classic Goonies story, Steven Spielberg, has signed on for the project along with the original director, Richard Donner. Let's just pray these turn out nothing like the Disney Star Wars sequel that will disappoint theaters everywhere, December 18th, 2015. While on the subject of disappointments, The Newsroom is entering its 3rd and final season this fall on HBO. And to start it off on a positive note, creator Aaron Sorkin apologized for the show's existence. Sorkin appeared at the Tribeca Film Festival on Monday where he told the audience, quote, "I got off on the wrong foot with The Newsroom, and I apologize. And I'd like to start over," end quote. He then elucidated by saying that his intent is not to criticize working journalists, but to show relevant and realistic news so that his audience can relate. Sorkin admitted that he only recently began to understand how to write a show like The Newsroom, which is extremely unsettling and begs the question, so what were the first 2 seasons? Wow, guys, it looks like I was wrong. Miley Cyrus is indeed very, very sick. Sick enough, in fact, to push all of her tour dates back to August. The singer canceled 2 shows last week when she had a severe allergic reaction to some antibiotics prescribed to her for a sinus infection. Whereas I thought this would clear up in a couple days, the singer has actually decided to postpone 11 shows until August when she's feeling better. 2 new shows in Pittsburgh and Chicago have been added to the tour as well. This tour clearly isn't going too well for Miley because the night she stopped here in Beantown, her dog died. And now this. Here's hoping for a speedy recovery so we can get back to more stories about motorboating Amazon Ashley for Mike. That's all the juicy gossip I have for you today. See you soon on the fashion set. Now back to that gem, Brittany Gervais on the couch.
You know how I miss those stories about Amazon Ashley.
Me too, me too.
Now, obviously, Miley isn't the only one causing buzz on the internet this weekend. It's always our favorite pop princess, Justin Bieber. How's he doing?
Remember that petition that everyone signed to get him deported?
Uh-huh.
The White House responded. Not in the way we hoped, though.
Is he getting deported? Is he getting out of here?
No, he's not. I know, it's tragic. But no, they pled the fifth on this one. They were like, we're just like not gonna respond to it, but like.
Are you serious?
We don't like him either. Is
Get
basically
him
what
out
they were
of
saying.
here.
It was like, we're not gonna respond, winky face. We know what you're doing, White House.
Okay, now I have to ask you, how do you feel about Mrs. Doubtfire 2? They're making another one.
I know. I loved Mrs. Doubtfire. And I mean, like, I also loved Elf, and David Berenbaum's a great writer. So, like, hopefully, like, fingers crossed, we're gonna see some, like, really cool, crazy antics from Mrs. Doubtfire 2. But, like, I'm apprehensive.
Yeah, do you think it'll bomb in the box office?
Yeah.
Yeah,
probably.
all right. Thank you so much, Christian. See you soon. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I'm kind of jealous of Mike Hinalupo right now. He is on the cooking demo set with Megan O'Brien, and you better be making me something.
You know I wouldn't leave you hanging.
Good morning, everybody. I don't know about you guys, but I'm a huge snacker, and it's always fun to make something quick and easy, especially during finals week.
Yeah, and not only is this stuff quick and easy, it looks like you actually have some real, you're living up to your cooking expert name right now.
Oh, you bet I am today, Mike.
So tell us a little bit what we're making today.
Okay, so basically we're making pie bites, snack rolls,
Pie bites.
whatever you want to call them.
Okay.
So today we have our pizza snack bites right here.
Okay.
All of these are just made with like a crescent roll. I should tell you how you make
Yeah,
it, right?
please. God,
put it in the oven.
I know we just want to eat them right now, but
I know.
please.
Yes. Put them in the oven for 10 minutes at 375.
Okay.
And then that's all you do. You just put in your ingredients beforehand, bake it up, and it's perfect.
So you get just a Pillsbury crescent roll or any crescent roll whatsoever, even everyday essentials, store brand. Anyway, so you put your ingredients in there. Right here we have pepperoni and cheese, right?
Absolutely.
Always a classic for the Italian in me. It works out
course.
perfectly. But what else do we have?
And then we have our bananas and chocolate. You can also do bananas and Nutella as well, or strawberries and Nutella is great.
You know something funky about a banana that I didn't know is that you're actually supposed to open it from the top.
I've heard that.
Yeah, weird.
Taking
Monkeys
a
do it
lesson
that
from
way,
the
and monkeys eat a
monkeys.
lot of bananas. So
Yeah.
like, listen to the monkeys.
They probably
anyway,
know.
let's what else could we put? Chocolate and bananas is delicious, but like Nutella.
We could totally do strawberries and Nutella. You know, we were actually discussing like before we went on screen. You could just put like an entire Snickers in there.
Yeah, think about
bake it.
You know, fried Oreos, fried Snickers, things like that. These are baked Snickers and baked Oreos. Still terrible for you, but they're baked. So it sounds better.
It sounds better than
least.
fried.
Yeah, it makes you feel a little bit less guilty. But then, we got some,
Anyway,
some cinnamon sugar going on
We
over
do,
here.
but we have fruit, so it's
Oh,
healthy.
yeah, without a doubt.
Okay, so this one we have some apples in there along with some cinnamon sugar. It's important not to just get straight up cinnamon, but cinnamon sugar instead. There you go.
Whoa, that's strong if you don't sprinkle it on.
That's why we say don't do cinnamon sugar. Would you like to try one?
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay, so this is cinnamon sugar and apple right
This is
here.
cinnamon sugar and apple, yeah. But like we were saying, you can literally put anything in there, and it's super quick and easy.
The question, if you don't even put anything in here and you just use the cinnamon sugar,
That'd
delicious.
be so good.
This is
oh
really
my gosh.
good.
But yeah, it's a great late night snack for all of you guys during finals when you're cramming at midnight.
I can't get enough of this, but I can't get enough of the ever-talented Brie Baxter. That's why I'm making her come back right now to give us even more news.
This year's difficult weather caused a deadly landslide in Washington state. President Obama traveled to the region to meet with the families of those affected. Obama told them, "I just want to let you know that the country is thinking about all of you and have throughout this tragedy." Since the landslide last month, first responders, volunteers, and the National Guard have been working to dig through the mud and debris nearly 70 feet thick in search of those still missing. The death toll is at 41 people, and that number is expected to rise as the search continues. But as the president said, when times get tough, we look out for each other. And in Philadelphia, officials were faced with a different battle. Police busted up a drug ring that was targeting the top local high schools and colleges. At least 10 people are now charged, including 2 teenagers. The 2 main leaders of the drug ring were 25-year-old Neil Scott and 18-year-old Timothy Brooks, and went to court for drug and weapon charges. The duo was able to tap into suburban schools because of their prestigious education at the Haverford School. They targeted 5 high schools and 3 colleges where they operated a criminal enterprise that cashed in on the illegal drug market. Investigators busted the 2 who had left a digital footprint by texting each other about future deals. The 8 others arrested were foot soldiers that worked the different schools and are facing charges of drug, criminal, conspiracy, and several others. There are 150 dead and just as many still missing after a ferry sank off the coast of South Korea. South Korea's president is comparing the actions of the captain and crew to murder.
선장과 일부 승무원들의 행위는
The actions of the captain and some of the crew members are absolutely unacceptable, unforgivable actions that are akin to murder.
The ship's captain is facing a slew of criminal charges, including abandoning his boat and negligence. 4 more crew members have also been arrested. Divers are focusing on the cafeteria, where officials believe most of the students were when the ship started sinking. Newly released radio transcripts suggest the ferry tilted so quickly that many passengers did not have time to reach lifeboats. On Tuesday, an avalanche on Mount Everest killed 16 skilled climbers, and now for the first time ever, the Mount Everest Sherpa guides completely called off the climbing season. On the first climbing day of the year, 16 Sherpas died in an avalanche. Many Sherpas left immediately to mourn the loss of their colleagues. The remaining guides got together to vote on what to do next. It is a tradition that the Sherpa guides climb the mountain together first to prepare the trails for recreational climbing in the spring. They have argued many times to the Nepalese government that they do not receive enough compensation for their work. The guides make it safer for paying customers to climb Mount Everest, and climbing season is very important for the economy of that region. This is the first time they have completely canceled a climbing season, and it was the deadliest avalanche in the mountain's history. That is all the news I have. Thank you so much for a great semester, and for the last time, back to Mike and Brittany on the couch.
Brianna, you have been so great. Thank you so much.
We love you. But now we're joined by a dear friend and the man with the most infectious laugh in New England.
It's true.
It's Jon Allen. See you here right there. Jon is the creator of Temple Twist, an all-natural cherry soda. Now, Jon, I've been waiting literally a year. I've been begging you to get my hands on this, so I'm going to actually try it right now.
Can you open mine? I can't open it.
Yeah, here.
Here you
Tell
go.
us a little bit about the soda. Easy twist off.
Gotta get some muscle in there.
Jon, you don't have any muscle, but tell us a little bit about it.
Temple Twist, it's the all-natural cherry soda.
This isn't a twist-off one.
It is.
We'll share.
Share that one.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Temple Twist is the all-natural cherry soda that bottles the original taste of the iconic Shirley Temple with a fresh, organic twist. Do you like it?
This is amazing.
You love it?
Now,
Jon, this is everything I've dreamed of it being.
It's really interesting that you have an all-natural soda. You don't usually hear that.
You typically don't. No.
So what kind of ingredients are in this?
So it's all natural cherry extract from cherry juice, carbonated water instead of Sprite or grenadine, and then we sweeten it with organic cane sugar and also organic stevia extract, which is 0 calories and all natural.
Awesome.
Oh my
so
God.
when are we going to start seeing it in stores?
In stores, you'll see it this summer.
Okay.
Coming up. Really follow us on social media at Temple Twist on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. We're going to be releasing in a week all the store locations that we're going to be launching in.
I hope you don't have backwash. No, you're good.
I'm okay.
Yeah, I think
I'm
she's
okay.
good.
Yeah.
You've been working on this for a couple years now, though,
I
right?
have. I actually started last year at the Emerson Entrepreneurial Competition and Expo. It's a year-long program where I was able to refine my business plan and product, and I won first place. And then from there, I went to develop the product with the same people who created Jones Soda. It's a great company.
Oh, yeah, they're great.
Yeah. So basically, I love Shirley Temples. However, they're horrible for you.
Right.
High in fructose, calories, additives, all that stuff. So I really wanted to create something that Shirley Temple lovers who like natural and organic ingredients can drink and, quench a soda craving without the unnecessary calories and additives.
Right. All right, now everyone at home, check this out.
Yeah,
It
please.
is delicious.
It is actually so delicious.
Now, summer break is in less than a month, and for those of us that are heading to a warmer destination, a flat stomach is probably the best thing for you.
These are going to help you out.
We're going to join Sharon Johnson and Bianca Bono here on set as they work out instead of us.
We get a break.
Hi, Mike and Brittany. I'm going to miss you guys today, but today I'm working with Bianca, so you won't have to go through this workout. So Bianca, I know the summer is coming up, and I'm trying for this flat stomach. How about you?
Yes. What can I do to get that beach body? Have to say I ate too many Easter eggs over the weekend, so anything you can do to help.
Me too. I ate way too much candy, so we're going to get this started. We're going to do ab workouts today, and so we're going to start with our upper abs.
Okay.
So let's take it to the floor. And so we're going to start out with toe touches. And so this basically, you start off laying back and you bring your leg and your upper body up.
Okay.
And back down.
Oh, wow.
And then you switch legs and then you keep going. So this really helps. I think this is working your upper and your lower.
Oh yeah, I feel it everywhere. I haven't been on the set in a while, feeling the burn.
And so now we're going to do the lower abs are usually a challenge for me.
Yes, that is my favorite area to work.
That's the troublesome area. So what we're going to do right now, we're going to do scissor kicks. And so this one, you got to get your balance going first.
Okay.
Prop your legs up and
Oh yeah, I've done these ones.
Yeah, and this, I could feel it in my legs too. So.
Now, how long do you recommend doing each exercise for?
Well, I usually do each exercise for about, 10 reps, so 2 sets of 10 reps. So I think that should be
So it's quick, so you could do it in between studying for finals, maybe.
Exactly, you could do it in your dorm room.
Sure.
There's no excuse not to do it. And so the next one, this is also for your lower abs.
Okay.
These are leg raises, so basically the same position.
Don't like the sound of
You're
that.
gonna raise your legs up and bring them down without touching the floor. So,
okay. And do you do it slow or fast?
Slow. I think the slower, the more effective.
I think so too.
So these are fun. So we're gonna move to our obliques, and this is like the sides.
Sure.
The sides of your body.
Also a trouble area for a lot of girls, I know.
So with the obliques, this one I call the troublesome fish because you literally look like a fish out of water. I look crazy when I'm doing it.
Okay.
So what you're gonna do, you're gonna lay on your side, and you're going to bring your shoulders up and your legs up.
Okay, so it's kind of like a sideways Superman almost.
Exactly. Yeah. And you feel it right here, and you look crazy doing it.
Oh, I feel it though.
Exactly.
It's almost like a leg workout at the same time as an oblique workout.
And so the last one I have for you, this is for your transverse abdominals.
Okay.
The plank, Everybody knows what the plank is.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Get into that position.
And
hold it
can't
for
you do
about
like a
30
side
seconds.
plank and
Exactly.
side? Oh,
So,
wow.
That's about all I have for
I'm feeling
today.
good.
I think that's enough.
Well, now we are going to turn it over to Lauren Fox after the break, and she went over to Newberry Street, so let's see what she found.
Hey guys, I'm here on Newberry Street scoping out the trendsetters of Boston. Now, as the seasons are changing, so are the trends. I'm going to ask some of the more stylish people on Newberry Street what influences their style and what they're looking forward to wearing this summer. I'm here with Lucy, so Lucy, could you describe your style for me?
Oh, my style's kind of all over the place, but if there were any one inspiration, it'd be Alexander Wang and Kenzo.
I'd say my style, I come from California, so I try to keep it somewhat casual, just jeans and a regular t-shirt when I'm not wearing stuff like this.
I think my style is kind of bohemian with like little trendy elements of what's current and chic.
Where do you like to shop?
I'm a pretty loyal Nord Rack guy. It's got great deals and you get kind of the Nordstrom feel there too, so it's pretty good.
Marshalls, TJ Maxx, any place that I can get a good deal on clothing, but it's still pretty fashionable.
If you look on Newberry, there's a store called LF and Crush Boutique. And then I go to Forever 21 a lot because it's cheap and they have cute stuff. And I think it's like a good balance. I shop at Free People a lot too.
What are you most looking forward to breaking out this summer?
Oh my God, sandals. Sandals and pumps. This winter was way too long. I've got about 30 pairs of pumps I'm ready to rock every day if I have to.
Short sleeves. I just came from California, so I'm used to kind of the bathing suit tank top look, so hopefully we can start doing that out here pretty soon.
I think rompers again. I'm so sick of crop tops. I'm over crop tops, but rompers are good. And dresses and just the basics. I'm just ready to not wear boots anymore.
We've talked to some diverse style icons here on Newberry. Now let's go into the studio to talk about a unique flower power trend. After doing some investigative reporting on Newberry, I found that people are most looking forward to breaking out their shorts, flip-flops, and sandals. And many have already broken out the Ray-Bans. Today, we are going to talk about the flower power patterns we are seeing for both men and women this spring.
Now, obviously, we both have the flower power thing going on.
We do.
Already. But can you tell us a little bit more about what other trends we can incorporate into this?
Oh yes, definitely. So the first thing that I have over here is actually one of my own favorites that I'm looking forward to breaking out this summer. It is from, don't tell anyone, it is from Hollister.
This is televised.
I haven't been in there since middle school.
On record.
I know. I haven't been in there since middle school. I went in, it didn't have a seagull plastered all over it. It has this nice slit that goes up the side. It's really gonna be so cute for the beach this summer.
It looks great, and I'm sure it looks great on you.
But for men, you know, they could also wear the floral pattern too. It's not just restricted to girls, everybody.
No.
Exactly. So we have this Topshop shirt over here. That's a little tricky to say. It has 2 floral patterns on it. So, you know, if Kate Moss is doing the floral trend for spring, then we all got to do it.
Too.
Exactly. You got to follow Kate Moss whenever you can.
Exactly. Yeah.
Now, I see you have some flowered earrings over there. And you can also incorporate this into jewelry. You can really incorporate it into anything, really.
Exactly. We got your basic shirts right here. And if you're not feeling the floral pattern, Christian, I see that you have taken on the foliage theme yourself.
Some jungle fever
if
going
you're not
on.
confident to wear florals as a man, spice it up with a forest pattern.
You look fabulous.
Where did you get this shirt?
I got it at H&M. It's like my favorite store ever. But like, yeah, it's got animals and like I'm repping the bears and you know things like that.
There are bears and cheetahs in this thing.
But I think I would definitely would wear those shirts around, especially the top one.
Yeah, definitely.
I love the top one.
Oh, and we have this statement piece right here. This like velvety floral vest.
Where did you get this?
I don't even know. I think it's from H&M.
Oh, can I put it on?
Yes, you can.
Yeah,
it will go with that coral so nicely.
Fashion expert, Brittany Gervais.
There you go. She's a goddess. She's like Mother Nature right now.
Oh, she is. You are beautiful.
And
Thank you so much. And you can also pair it with the shoes.
Yeah,
oh my God.
Exactly.
Thank you so much, Lauren. We are so ready for spring. It's not even funny. All right,
Clearly.
but obviously we're all a goofy bunch here on Good Morning Emerson, and a lot of crazy things have happened on the show. So what better way to celebrate in the season than by looking back at our greatest moments? Let's take a look.
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Sunshine, she's here. Take a break.
Guys, we're in LA. We're on the red carpet. Look at how pretty this all is.
Beautiful.
With the air, like I don't care, baby, by the way. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is.
But our EP, Sarah Weber, has seen it. She said it was the best date she's ever taken herself on.
Here come bad news, talking this and that. Well, give me all you got.
Star there on Good Morning North Dakota. That's an inside joke. I don't know if anybody else is getting
That's
that.
a Megan Mitchell joke. Yeah, former GME host.
Former love of my life.
No offense to you, don't waste your time. Here's why. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness.
So proud of
We
you.
missed
You were
you.
born to be on camera, not behind the scenes producing. I'm so
Happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel.
Oh my God, I'm so sad.
It has been an honor. But people always think I'm crazy when I say the cast and crew of GME wake up every Tuesday and Thursday morning just because we love television. But there are 4 people who have worked on this show for 100 episodes. Woo! I even think they're a little bit crazy. There are EP, former host Anthony Chase, lighting designer Keely Donnelly, script soup Paul Lazo, and camera app, who has been a camera app for 100 episodes, Steph Fiorante. You guys have been so great to the show.
Great.
Thank you so much for all you have done.
And thank you all to the seniors who will be leaving us this season, Bianca Bono, Brianna Baxter, and Marianne George. You guys are all awesome. We're going to miss you so much, but we know we're going to do great after graduation.
Yeah, they have so many things ahead of them after graduation.
You better come back and visit us, seriously.
Yeah, but then also, I just want to give a quick shout out to all the cast and crew of Good Morning Emerson. You guys have made our experience so great, and we hope that we have made your experience great. Hey, Kevin, could you show us the control room really quick? Hopefully, yeah, look at you guys.
There we
they
go.
Work
There's our
countless
favorite people.
hours every single Tuesday and Thursday morning. Monday and Wednesday, they prepare for the show. It has been such an honor to work with all of you. Thank you so much.
We love you guys so much. But to finish off our show with a bang, Amy Allen is here in studio. She's a local singer-songwriter here in Boston, and she has a beautiful voice.
Broken road, I'm not up to code, no. And I wear through the soles of your shoes, oh no, oh, oh. Say what you may, it's not over, over. Go on your way, when you look back, see I'm no good for you. I'm no good for you. Like a tree meets a thunder crack, I send the lightning down your back. Oh, and I split you like an apple for 2. Oh no, oh. I'm the bug that eats your roots, shake you, make you drop your fruit, oh, 'cause I'll eat you like termites do, oh no, oh, oh. Say what you may, it's not over, over. Go on your way, when you look back, see that I'm no good for you. You may, it's not over, over. On your way, when you look back, see that I'm no good for you. I'm no good for you. I'm no good for you. I'm no good for you.
I'm in awe right now. Oh
that was
my
amazing.
God. I take some hint of Monsters and Men in there. Do you guys take inspiration from them? You have that of Monsters and Men vibe, but what are some of your other inspirations, both of you?
We've been listening to Dr. Dog a lot.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys have heard
So
of it.
Berkeley of you.
Yeah, I guess. And then I'm always listening to Fleetwood Mac. They're like my biggest musical inspiration.
Okay. What about you?
Gotta love the Beatles, you know, the
Absolutely.
Stones, the Who.
Do you guys have a performance coming up at all? Can we check you guys out at all?
Yeah, we are actually in the middle of forming a band called Amy and the Engine, and we're going to be debuting this summer. We are doing a lot of summer festivals, so we're really excited about that, and you can check it out online. On our Facebook page right now, it's Amy Allen Music, so they're all going to be up there.
I love it.
I'm going to go like that, like right after the show.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
What's the second song that you'll be singing today?
This is called I Got You.
All right, and what's it about?
It's about...
Is it somebody getting somebody?
It's kind of about the end of the world and being with the person you want to be with, and even though everything's kind of, you know, going sideways.
I love it. I love
That's
it.
beautiful.
Take it away.
Wait. From everyone here at Good Morning Emerson, our sincerest thank you for tuning in this semester. It has been an honor to host this show, and we hope that you guys have enjoyed waking up with us.
I'm Brittany Gervais.
And I'm Mike Cantalupo. Now, take it away.
When the bridge burned down, I didn't even notice when the car rolled down. And on the radio, they said that we would drown. But I was happy sitting next to you. When the snow rolled in, the weatherman came on and said the frost would win. But we were going strong, shooting juice and gin. With snow up to our necks, we sang a song. I got you. Hey, 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 I got you. I got you. Hey, 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 I got you. When the earthquake shook the ground beneath our feet, we didn't even look. We were dancing in the streets, and when our names they took to put us in the paper, we just laughed. When the spacemen struck in their flying ships, looking so green and tough, funny language on their lips, they tried to beam us up, but I didn't give up, 'cause I got you. I got you.